Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranams.
Haribol Mataji.
Hare Krishna everyone present online.
Hare Krishna Arundhati, Hare Krishna.
So is it time, Mataji? Should we start?
Oh, yes. Mataji, you just open up your video whenever you're ready.
Yes, Mataji. Just 1 second, I'll just turn on my laptop.
Jai.
Jai. जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari.
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari.
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवर धारी
Jai Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradhari.
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवर धारी
Jai Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradhari.
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन नंदन
Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana.
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन नंदन
Yashodanandana Brajanaranjana.
यमुना तीर वनचारी
Yamunatira Vanachari.
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari.
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरे
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna Sankirtan ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam.
Narayanam
Narayanam
Namaskritam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyas.
Devim
Saraswati
Saraswati
Vyasam.
Vyasam
Tato Jayam Udirayet.
Tato Jaya Mudire.
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu.
Nashtaprayeshu
Nashtaprayeshu
Abhadreshu.
Bhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhagavati
Bhagavati
Uttama Shloke.
Nashloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtiki.
Bhakti Bhavati
Bhakti
Neshtaki.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha.
Devaki
Devaki Nandanaya
Nandanaya
Cha.
Nanda Gopakumaraya.
Nanda
Nanda
Gopakumaraya
Gopakumaraya.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya
Govindaya
Namo
Namo
Namaha.
Namaha.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees.
Hare Krishna.
Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gurudev, Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari
Hare
Bol.
Hare Bol.
Haribo.
Today we are going to recite Shloka number. I would like to pay humble obeisances to all the Vaishnava devotees, all the Vaishnavas, all the Vaishnavacharyas, my Gurudev, and Lord Shri Krishna. So please forgive me if I make any mistakes. Whatever I will speak, I have heard from acharyas or read from their books. And if I make mistakes, please magnanimously forgive me and guide me. So we will start shloka number 6 from Canto 5, chapter 1. So, in this chapter, we are discussing about the activities of Maharaj Priyavrat. And we know yesterday Mataji explained it very nicely that Maharaj Priyavrat was the son of Swayambhu Manu. And it was like we are discussing about his dynasty. And it describes how King Priyavrat enjoyed royal opulences and majesty and then returned to full knowledge. So first he ruled, he enjoyed the opulences as a king, and King Priyavrat was detached from worldly opulence. First he was detached, then he became attached to his kingdom, but finally he again became detached from material enjoyment and thus achieved liberation. So when King Parikshit heard about this, from Shukdev Goswami, he was stuck with wonder that, but he was somewhat bewildered, like how a devotee who with no attachment for material enjoyment could later become attached to it. And thus, in an astonishment, he questioned Shukdev Goswami about this. So, in response to King's inquiries, Shukdev Goswami said that devotional service, it's a transcendental thing, and it cannot be deviated by any material influences. Priyavrat, he had received the transcendental knowledge from the instructions of Narad Muni, his guru Narad Muni, and therefore he did not want to enter. First of all, he did not want to enter a materialistic life of enjoyment in a kingdom. But then, when his guru and his ancestors, like Brahmaji, demigods, and Lord Indra, they all asked him to do so and reminded him of his responsibilities, he accepted the kingdom. And everything is under the control of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Supreme Controller, and everyone must work accordingly. So this chapter talks about how King Priyavrat abided by all his responsibilities, and then later, although while doing his materialistic activities in day-to-day life, he remained detached and following the instructions of Lord Brahma, although he accepted the royal throne, his father after he left home. So Maharaj Priyavrat, he started a family life, he married, he had daughters. And in this way, the chapter will explain to us and take us to how King Priyavrat excelled in his duties. So we will read the sloka. It's a long one. Yarhi vavah rajansa
Yahi Bhagavatam
Rajansa
Rajaputrah Priyavratah
Rajaputra
Rajaputra
Priyavrata
Priyavrata
Param Bhagavato Naradasya
Param
Parama
Bhagavato
Bhagavato
Naradasya
Naradasya
Charanopasevayanjasa
Charano
Ranopasevayamjasa
Avagat Paramartha Sattattvo
Avagata
Avagata
Paramartha
Paramartha
Sattvato
Brahma Satrena Dikhyamanaha
Brahma
Brahmasatrena
Satyamano
Diksishyamano
Avnetal Paripala
Avaneta Paripala
Yamanat Pravar Guna Ganaikanta
Yamnata pravara
Gunakanta
gunai
Bhajatanaya Swapitropam
Bhajanataya
Swapitropam
Swapitropa
Mantrito Bhagavati Vasudeva
Mantrito Bhagavati
Vasudeva
Vasudeva
Eva Vyadhana Samadhi Yogena
Eva
Eva
Samadhi
Avadana
Yogena
Samadhi
Yogena
Yogena
Samaveshit Sakal Karak Kriya Kalapo
Veshita Sakala
Karak Kriya
Karakriya
Kalapo Nevabhyanandad Yadyapi Tad
Neva
Naivavyandad yadyapit
Apratyamnatavyam Tadadhikaran
Prayatman
Apratayam Tad
Tavyam Tad
Adhikaram
Adhikarana
Atmanos Atmano Anyasmad Asatopi
Atmanonyasmat
Atmanonyasmat
Asatopi
Asatopi
Parabhavam Anvikshamanaha
Parabhavam
Parabhavam
Anvikshyamanah
Anvikshamaha
I tried to give a tune to
Hare,
it.
Hare Krishna, Arundhati Mataji. This is a very long verse. I
Yeah.
think you read the meaning now. No,
Yes, Mataji.
everybody should not recite because it's too long and we will miss the actual
Yeah.
gist of the whole verse.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yarhi vavah rajansa राजपुत्रः प्रियव्रतः परम भागवतो नारदस्य चरणोपसेवयाञ्जसा अवगत परमार्थ सतत्वो ब्रह्मसत्रेण दीक्षिष्यमाणः अवनितल् परिपालनायामानात् प्रवरगुण गणैकान्त भाजनतया स्वपित्रोपामन्त्रितो भगवती वासुदेव व्यवधान् समाधियोगेन समावेशित सकलकारक क्रियाकलापो नैवाभ्यनन्दात् यद्यपि तद् अप्रत्याम्नातव्यम् तदधिकरणात्मनोऽन्यस्माद् असतोऽपि पराभवम् अन्वीक्षमाणः.
Beautiful.
Jai.
We will go word to word meaning. Yarhi,
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 because.
because.
Vavaha,
Vavaha,
indeed.
indeed.
Rajan,
Rajan,
O king.
O
king.
O king.
Tah,
Saha,
he.
He,
Rajputrah,
Rajputraha,
the prince.
the prince.
Prince,
Priyavratah,
Priyavrataha,
Priyavrat.
Priyavrata,
Param,
Param,
supreme.
Supreme.
Bhagavatah,
Bhagavataha,
devotee.
devotee.
Naradasya,
Naradasya,
of Narad.
Of
of
Narad,
Narada.
Charan,
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 the lotus feet.
the lotus feet.
Upsevaya,
Upasevaya,
by serving.
by serving.
Anjasa,
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 quickly.
quickly.
Avagat,
Avagat,
became aware of.
became aware of.
Paramarth,
Paramartha,
transcendental subject matter.
transcendental subject matter.
Subject matter.
Tattva,
Satatvaha,
with all knowable facts.
with all noble facts.
Brahmasatren,
Brahma Satrena,
by continuous discussion of the Supreme.
by continuous discussion of the Supreme.
Dikshishyamanaha,
Dikshishyamanaha,
desiring to fully dedicate himself.
Desiring to fully dedicate it to himself.
dedicate himself.
Avnital,
Avnitala,
the surface of the globe.
the surface of the globe.
Paripalayana,
Paripalanaya,
to rule over.
to rule over.
Amnath,
Amnatha,
directed in the revealed scriptures.
The revealed scriptures.
Pravar, highest.
Pravar,
highest.
highest.
Guna, of qualities.
Qualities.
Gana,
Gana,
the sum total.
sum total.
Ekant,
Ekanta,
without deviation.
without deviation.
Bhajanataya,
Vajanataya,
Janataya,
because of his possessing.
Because of
his
things,
possessing
Swapitraha,
Swapitra
by his father.
by
his
Father.
Upamantritah,
Upamantritaha
being asked.
being asked
Bhagavati,
Bhagavati
in the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
in the
Supreme
Supreme Personality of
Personality of
Godhead,
Godhead.
Vasudeve,
Vasudeva,
the all-pervading Lord.
the all-pervading Lord,
Eva,
Eva,
certainly.
certainly,
Avyavadhan,
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 without cessation.
without cessation.
Samadhi Yogen,
Samadhi Yogena,
by practicing yoga in complete absorption.
by practicing yoga in complete
yoga in complete
absorption.
absorption.
Samaveshit,
Samavesita,
Samaveshita,
completely dedicated.
completely dedicated.
Sakal,
Sakala,
Sakala,
all.
all.
Karaka,
Karaka,
senses.
Senses.
Kriya Kalapah,
Kriya,
Kriyakalapaha,
whose total activities.
whose
total
total
activities.
Na, not.
Not
Eva, thus.
thus,
thus.
Abhyanandat,
Abhyanandat,
welcomed.
welcome.
Yadyapi,
Yapi,
although.
although
Tat,
that,
that.
that
Apraptya manatvayam,
Apratyamanatvayam,
not to be rejected for any reason.
not to be rejected for any reason.
Tat adhikarane,
Tad
Tat
adhikarane,
adhikarane,
in occupying that post.
in occupying
find the
that
post,
Atmanah, of himself.
Atmana,
of himself.
Anyasmat,
Anyasmat,
by other engagements.
by other engagements,
engagements.
Asatah, material.
Asataha, material.
Api,
Api,
certainly.
certainly.
Parabhavam,
Parabhavam,
deterioration.
deterioration.
Anvikshamanah,
Nityamanaha,
foreseeing.
foreseeing.
Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Jai. Shukdev Goswami continued. My dear king, we like to say,
Continued, my dear king,
Prince Priyavrat
Prince
Priyavrata
was a great devotee
was a great devotee
because he sought the lotus feet of Narad,
because he sought the lotus feet of Narada,
his spiritual master,
his spiritual master,
and thus achieved the highest perfection
and thus achieved the highest perfection
in transcendental knowledge.
in transcendental knowledge.
With advanced knowledge,
With advanced knowledge,
he always engaged
he always engaged
in discussing spiritual subjects
in discussing spiritual subjects
and did not divert his attention
and did not divert his attention
to anything else.
to anything
else.
The prince's father
The prince's father
then asked him to take charge
then asked him to take charge
of ruling the world.
of ruling the world.
He tried to convince Priyavrat
He tried to
Convinced
convince
Priyavrata
that this was his duty
that this was his duty
as indicated in the revealed scriptures.
as indicated in the revealed
scriptures.
Prince Priyavrat
Prince Priyavrata
however, was continuously practicing Bhakti Yoga
However,
was
was continuously practicing Bhakti Yoga
by constantly remembering the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
by
constantly
constantly
remembering the
remembering the
Supreme
Supreme
Personality of
Personality of
Godhead,
Godhead,
thus engaging all his senses
thus
thus
engaging all
engaging
his
his
senses
senses
in the service of the Lord.
in the
in the
service
service
of the Lord.
Therefore,
Therefore,
although the order of his father
although the order of his father
could not be rejected,
Could
could
not
not
be
be
rejected.
rejected,
the prince did not welcome it.
the prince
Prince
did
did
not
not
welcome it.
welcome it.
Thus he very conscientiously
Thus,
Thus
very
he very
conscientiously
conscientiously
raised, raised the question of
raised
raised
the
the
question
question of
of
whether he might be diverted
whether
whether he might
he
be
might be diverted
diverted
from devotional service
from
from
devotional
devotional
service
service
by accepting the responsibility
by
by
accepting the
accepting the
responsibility
responsibility
of ruling over the world,
of ruling
over
over
the
the
world.
world.
purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Narottam Das Thakur has sung Chhadiya Vaishnav Seva Nistar Paye Che Ke Ba. Without serving the lotus feet of a pure Vaishnav or spiritual master, no one has ever attained perfect liberation from material bondage. Prince Priyavrat regularly served the lotus feet of Narad, and thus the prince perfectly understood transcendental subjects in truth. So tattvaha. The word sorry. The word Satattva means that Priyavrat knew all the facts about the spirit soul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the relationship between the spirit soul and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he also knew all about this material world and the relationship of the spirit soul and the Supreme Lord within the material world. Thus, the prince decided to engage himself only in rendering service to the Lord. When Priyavrat's father, Swayambhuv Manu, requested him to accept the responsibility of ruling over the world, he did not welcome the suggestion. This is the symptom of a great liberated devotee. Even though engaged in worldly affairs, he does not take pleasure in them, but remains always absorbed in the Lord's service. While thus serving the Lord, he deals externally with worldly affairs without being affected. For example, although he has no attraction for his children, he cares for them and educates them to become devotees. Similarly, he speaks to his wife with affectionate words, but he is not attached to her. By rendering devotional service, a devotee acquires all the good qualities of the Supreme Lord. Lord Krishna had 16,000 wives, all of them very beautiful, and although he dealt with each of them as a beloved husband, he was not attracted or attached to any of them. In the same way, although a devotee may enter family life and act very affectionately toward his wife and children, he is never attached to these activities. This verse states that by serving the lotus feet of his spiritual master, Prince Priyavrat very soon attained the perfectional stage of Krishna consciousness. This is the only way to advance in spiritual life. As stated in Vedas, Yasya deve para bhaktir yatha deve tatha gurau tasyete kathita hi artha prakashante mahatmana. If one has unflinching faith in the Supreme Lord and the spiritual master, the essence of all Vedic knowledge is revealed to him. Shvetasvatara Upanishad 6.23. A devotee always thinks of the Lord continuously. While chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, the words Krishna and Hare immediately remind him of all the Lord's activities. Since his entire life is engaged in the service of the Lord, a devotee cannot forget the Lord at any time. Just as an ordinary man always engages his mind in material activities, a devotee always engages his mind in spiritual activities. This is called Brahma Satra, or meditating upon the Supreme Lord always. Prince Priyavrat was perfectly initiated into this practice by Sri Narad. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagan Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna everyone. So once again I welcome everyone on this forum today. We all serve Bhagavatam, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam together. Like Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, we know the importance of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Even half shloka from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam can help one get emancipated if recited sincerely. So what to talk about one full shloka or one full chapter. So I welcome you again and seek for your blessings in whatever I am going to serve today. And also seek for your forgiveness in advance if I may make any mistakes. Shloka number 6, Canto 5, Chapter 1. So, although it was a long shloka, it taught us very important things. I'll read the translation once more. Shukdev Goswami continued, my dear King Prince Priyavrat was a great devotee because he sought the lotus feet of Narad, his spiritual master, and thus achieved the highest perfection in transcendental knowledge. With advanced knowledge, he always engaged in discussing spiritual subjects and did not divert his attention to anything else. The prince's father then asked him to take charge of ruling the world. He tried to convince Priyavrat that this was his duty as indicated in the revealed scriptures. Prince Priyavrat, however, was continuously practicing Bhakti Yoga by constantly remembering the Supreme Personality of Godhead, thus engaging all his senses in the service of the Lord. Therefore, although the order of his father could not be rejected, the prince did not welcome it. Thus, he very conscientiously raised the question of whether he might be diverted from devotional service by accepting the responsibility of ruling over the world. So, Shukdev Goswami is explaining further to Parikshit Maharaj that although you have a doubt that how he got attached to his kingdom, but he actually never got attached because he was fully absorbed in transcendental service, devotional service of the Lord, under the instructions of his guru, Srila Narad Muni. So he was a great devotee and he sought the lotus feet of Narad and thus achieved highest perfection. So Once a person achieves the highest perfection, there are very feeble chances of falling down, especially in bhakti yoga. In other yogas, dhyan yoga, gyan yoga, other marg, karm yoga, there are so many chances of falling down like the snake and ladder game. But in bhakti yoga, there are very few chances because Lord loves his devotees. Bhakt is the closest to the Lord. And when Lord helps you to rise, who can make you fall? So with advanced knowledge, he was always engaged in discussing spiritual subjects. When Prince's father asked him that you have to rule, you have to remember your responsibilities, according to the scriptures, you need to take the charge of the kingdom. And taking the charge of kingdom means he will have to fall into grihastha ashram, he will have to have the progeny, he will have to uh, train his people, look after his people, and all that. So Prince Priyavrat, he was continuously practicing bhakti yoga. So when his father asked him to do so, he he was very conscious. He was very concerned that will this charge, whatever I'm going to take, let me continue with my devotional service, or will I be diverted? Whether he might be diverted from devotional service by accepting the responsibility of ruling over the world. We many times while doing the devotional service, when we have different engagements, people from outside call us or anything, we at such a low level, like I just take myself as a neophyte devotee, I don't feel like going at all. I just reject their proposal. I say I will finish this. Or we remember um, Pundarikaksham, he was serving his father. So we don't feel like going and doing their services outside world. So what to talk about a person who has surrendered to his spiritual master Narad Muni, Prince Priyavrat. He was constantly absorbed in remembering the Lord all 24 hours. Like Srila Prabhupada says, Chhadiya Vaishnava Seva Nistara Payeche Keva. Without serving the lotus feet of a pure Vaishnav or the spiritual master, no one has ever attained perfect liberation from material bondage. We have to serve the Vaishnavas, we have to serve our spiritual master. Only then we can attain the perfect knowledge or liberation from this material bondage. Prince Priyavrat was always serving the lotus feet of Narad Muni. Narad Muni is such an exalted Vaishnava who has delivered so many devotees. What to talk about just one king? He has delivered so many kings. Even dacoits like Balya Daku. When Balya Daku, he was in the forest, and also Angulimal. So when they came into the contact of their spiritual masters and and listened to their instructions and following the instructions continuously, Balya Daku continuously chanting Ram, 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 turned into Maharshi Vishwamitra. So a person can rise to that high level by serving the spiritual master. Sa Tattvataha. So Priyavrat actually, in the guidance of his spiritual master, knew Tattva se, the main element, the supreme soul, the spirit soul, the supreme personality of Godhead, the relationship between the soul and the Lord, and also this material world and the spirit soul and supreme Lord within the material world. So when one person knows all this, he knows that getting diverted is possible. It is very difficult to serve the material world and also focus on the devotional service simultaneously. But with practice, it happens. It can come. Like yesterday, we were discussing, if you keep on chanting at the back of your mind after completing your 16 rounds, in whatever you do, the first thing comes is like that Mahamantra is going on at the back of your mind. And many times you must have seen when you are lost in your thoughts and you have to say something, that Hare Krishna Mahamantra comes out. And then you remind yourself, no, we are talking about something else. So this happens with Kanishta Adhikari, Madhyam Adhikari. So here, King Priyavrat was a Uttam Adhikari, like he had served and he had known Sa Tattvaha. He knew the element, the main gist. And when Swayambhu Manu, he requested him to accept the responsibilities, he did not welcome the suggestion. So although he knew he has to do it, but he was not very happy with that. Because you see, when when it comes to worldly matters, a person is getting just a simple promotion, they feel so happy as if like they have achieved a lot of success and their hard work has been fructified, and they have reached a very high position just by little promotion or little uh, uh, increase in their money or increase in their salary or wages. They welcome it and they give parties and hold functions and call everybody and distribute sweets. But here, this is such a high position of a king. But Maharaj Priyavrat is so exalted, he's so much absorbed in devotional service that he did not have the tinge of that uh, pride or something that he is going to get this position. Or he actually did not welcome it. He did not welcome the thought of becoming the king of the whole world. It is not just one province or a small state, but the whole world. And he never took pleasure in doing the worldly activities. He was always absorbed in Lord's service. So while serving the Lord, he dealt externally with worldly affairs, like King Parikshit asked, no, in the very beginning, that when how come he ruled, he got attached to everyone, his family members, and then he attained the highest position. So to a normal person, it can be it can show that, oh, this person is attached to. Like for Lord Krishna, Srila Prabhupada quotes that example that he had 16,000 queens, and every queen was very powerful. Like the when the queens were in the palace, when they got married, Kamdev, it comes in scriptures that Kamdev tried to provoke them. And Kamdev shot all his arrows on all the queens, but they were not vigilant, they were not moved, even a tinge. Those queens who are at a very exalted position, they are trying to serve Lord Krishna and they are trying to, I should say, attract Lord Krishna. And Lord Krishna is the most renunciated Supreme Personality of Godhead. He did not get moved at all. He was detached. He had 10 sons from each queen, but still fully detached. He spoke to his wife, all his queens, very respectfully. He gave them time. Like once Narad Muni, when he saw this, he wanted to go and check that how Lord Krishna manages all this. So when he went to Dwarka and he checked all the palaces, all the rooms in the palaces, he saw Lord Krishna was busy with all his queens. Like in one room, he was playing chess with one of the queens. In other room, he was trying to make the hair of the other queen. Or in the other room with other queen, he was playing with the children. In other room, he was having his meal with the queen. So in every room there were different activities seen by Narad Muni, but despite that, Lord Krishna was not attached to any of those. So in the same way, here also, King Priyavrat, he will speak to his wife, he will have exchange affectionate words. He will later, you'll see that he creates a progeny, he has children, but he's not moved because he was serving his spiritual master. Serving the spiritual master is like serving the Lord. Srila Prabhupada has said, Lord and Guru are the same. I'll read on that later. So, Yasya deve para bhaktir yatha deve tatha gurau. Tasyate kathita hi artha prakashante mahatmana. If one has unflinching faith in the Supreme Lord and the spiritual master, yatha deve tatha gurau, the essence of all Vedic knowledge is revealed to him. Because a devotee will always think about the Lord. He will always think of the Lord in one way or other, in one bhav or other, continuously. Like smartavyam satatam Vishnu vismartavyam na jatuchit. Sarva yoni nishedasyur etayor eva kinkara. This is the only duty the human being has, and to make this birth successful or get the goal, achieve the goal in this birth, we have to do that 24/7. Remember the Lord, serve Him in one way or other. You know, ordinary man will serve the material world. Like when a Vaishnav comes in your life, or when a Krishna conscious person comes in our lives, the first thing they say is, we are eternal servitors. And we, as human beings, we can connect it to this eternal servitorship very easily. Because from childhood, we have always lived in pleasing one person or other. When we are small children, we have to please our teachers by doing the homework and things like that. Whatever friends we have, we please them. Then we please our parents because only then the parents will be happy that my child has done so well in the school. After that, we start pleasing our, look for job and we start pleasing whosoever we serve or the employers. So in this way, we keep serving one person or other. So why not to become the servitor or start serving the supreme person of Godhead, supreme personality of Godhead? We are serving in this world, we are serving. We are doubting in front of Supreme Lord, the things twist. If we serve a normal materialistic person or like a material world, whatever we get is perishable. But when the same thing is diverted towards Lord Krishna's service, we dovetail all our service in the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, who we have known with the help of Srila Gurudev. We are highly indebted to our Gurudevs, our Guru Maharajs, our spiritual masters, bona fide spiritual masters, who have brought us the words of Acharyas and who have made us understand that when we are serving, why not to serve the Supreme Lord, which will actually exalt us from this cycle of birth and death. Like Srila Prabhupada said, Guru, whatever he has heard from the Acharyas, he will say only that. Like when a child is small, Srila Prabhupada takes the example of a child and he says, a child is given a microphone and a child is said, this is microphone. So child will go to anyone and say, this is microphone. In the same way, a bona fide spiritual master in our ISKCON, Krishna consciousness, they just say whatever they have heard from the Acharyas. exactly like the child that who learns. So what he has heard from his father, the child will say, in the same way, whatever Guru Maharaj has heard from his bona fide master or from the acharyas, he will deliver that to us. And so that is the position of Guru. Guru is respected as good as God. Because Srila Prabhupada puts it very nicely that why? Only for this qualification that he does not speak anything nonsense. No prajalpam. Only the words heard from the Lord or acharyas. He speaks only what he has heard from the acharya. Acharyavan Purusho Veda. Acharyopasanam. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said Acharyopasanam. So Vyasdev is our acharya. Therefore, we offer Vyas Puja. Srila Prabhupada continues, on the birthday of Guru, we offer Vyas Puja. Actually, it is not directly Vyas, but because the bona fide Guru represents Vyasdev, his puja is also Vyas Puja. Madbhakt Puja Abhyadhika. To worship Vyasdev, worship the bona fide spiritual master, and worship the Lord, they are the same. Rather, Krishna says that if you worship his bona fide representative, that worship is better than directly worshipping. Directly, it is not possible to worship the Supreme Lord. One has to go through the acharyas. Therefore, Vyasdev is the original acharya. He is Vidwan. So we have explained many times how to become Vidwan. Vidwan does not mean one has to become a big grammarian, logician. No. Vidwan means one who follows the previous acharya, who is representative of Krishna. He is Vidwan. So, Srila Prabhupada insists that we have to follow our spiritual masters and bona fide spiritual master. Like Arjun did in Bhagavad Gita. Arjun became the instrument that we get the knowledge from Bhagavad Gita. Arjun was confused about his duties. But because of his faith in Krishna as the Supreme Lord and his surrender to him as Guru, the entire essence of Gita, Bhagavad Gita, was revealed to us. Like if you remember how Lord Krishna offered both Duryodhan and Arjun the choices of selecting either his army or him. And he kept a condition that I'm not going to lift any weapon. So Arjun sat on at the lotus feet of the Lord when Lord was about to wake up in morning, and Duryodhan sat near the head of the Lord. So when Lord woke up, he saw Arjun first. And then he gave the choice to both of them, what do you want to choose? And Arjun, being a devotee, having full faith in Krishna as the Supreme Lord, full surrender unto him, fully surrendered to him, he chose Lord Krishna. Because he knew wherever mercy of Lord is there, wherever Krishna is there, Vijay will be there. So, Sarvam etad ritam manye yanma vadasi Keshava. Oh Krishna, everything you say, I accept as truth. Bhagavad Gita 10.14. So his faith unlocked the deepest knowledge of yoga, bhakti, and dharma, which we are like benefited when the Gyan of Bhagavad Gita was revealed to Arjun. Through Arjun, through Lord Krishna, it has come to all of us. And it is eternal truth. In the same way, Dhruv Maharaj, when he met Narad Muni on his way, see how merciful acharyas are. I am highly indebted to my Guru Maharaj, Srila Vyasdev, Ved Vyasdev Swamiji Maharaj, that like who will think about Papua New Guinea, a downtrodden place where, like, on internet it says so bad things about Papua New Guinea, that those days it was very like even lower when Srila Gurudev came here in 2006, when he came here, 2005, 2006. And when he had that power to convince us just in one go that you have to chant 16 rounds, you have to do devotional service. And from that time onwards until now, we had to never look back again. And not just us, all the people who know us, they think how fortunate you were that your Guru Maharaj came here, and you were blessed by him, that you got Krishna consciousness. You are fully contented. You are not like other people who hanker for this thing, that thing. They understand the depth of Krishna consciousness, but still, until the Guru's mercy is there, people can't take into Krishna consciousness. It is very difficult. I try to convince so many people. Out of millions, as Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, out of millions, only one accepts it. And that one is the fortunate one on whom Lord has and the Master has shown mercy. So Dhruv Maharaj also was approached by Narad Muni in the forest. The 5-year-old boy, got deeply hurt with the words of his stepmother. He started in the forest. He went to uh, meditate on Lord Vishnu. And on the way, Narad Muni tried to explain to him, "Oh, little boy, what are you doing? This is the age of playing with your playmates. Why are you going to the forest?" And when Narad Muni hears the determination of the child, he guides him. And the child Dhruva is so sincere. He follows his Guru's instruction with full faith, and he attained direct vision of the Lord. So Dhruva's devotion is like, we have so many examples in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Prahlad Maharaj, he was also guided by Narad Muni, and his faith revealed the essence of bhakti, even in the face of his father's opposition. Although the father was his biggest enemy. Hiranyakashipu wanted to kill him. See, whenever like any war or things are going on, we see how fearful people are, how they hide in bunkers because they want to save this body. They want to save themselves from the calamities of the war. And when the own father of the child becomes his enemy, every moment he wants to kill the child. Look at the agony the child is going through. But Prahlad Maharaj was such a exalted devotee because of the preachings of Srila Narad Muni and his unflinching faith on Lord Narayan. He could face all that very bravely. And rather at the end, he could convince all his friends, he could convince all the people in the kingdom that Lord Krishna has to be worshipped. It is not Hiranyakashipu. And then Lord, he comes to save him as Sri Narsimhadev. So in this way, we see that whosoever has unflinching faith on the Lord and on his Guru Maharaj, he is exalted. And they keep following the instructions. It's not that in front of your Guru Maharaj, you are very humble, very, very polite, very nice, following all the rules and regulations. And the moment he has gone, you think, oh, when Guru Maharaj comes next, then I will show all these qualities. He is not here. I'm like, people just try to escape from the hard rules and regulations. They are not hard. They are to be brought in practice. Once we bring them in practice, they all become very easy to follow. But until they are in practice, it becomes difficult. Here, Maharaj Priyavrat was practicing devotional service from his childhood, Bhakti Yoga. And Bhakti Yoga is the easiest path, as Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12, that out of all the paths, this path is the easiest path because it keeps you engaged. And the Lord is there in his form, in his qualities. you can meditate on the Lord. And Srila Prabhupada in the purport also says that the moment a devotee chants Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, all the transcendental vibrations are actually felt by him. The transcendental words, the meanings of the transcendental words are revealed to him. He understands the meaning of Hare, he understands the meaning of Krishna, and the qualities of Lord Krishna and his pastimes just immediately come in front of him, like in his thoughts. There was a devotee just in our family. The moment he will hear Lord Krishna's name, tears will roll down through his cheeks. So, like in this birth, he was very materialistic, but somebody has to remind him uh, that he has to pray to Lord Krishna. And the moment he is reminded, he will start crying. So that was momentary. Like, four types of devotees, Arti, Arthati, Jigyasu, and Jnani. So this type of devotees, they need to come under the shelter of spiritual master so that they can gain a position, or they actually understand how to serve the Lord, how to do the devotional services. Anukulyena Krishna Anushilanam. So what pleases Lord Krishna, that type of devotional service can be done by the devotees under the guidance of the spiritual master. So here in the purport, Srila Prabhupada insists that one has to serve the Lord, render the devotional service. A devotee acquires, if he does that, he acquires all the good qualities of the Supreme Lord. And he can get that renunciation, tyag, from inside. And although a devotee may enter family life, like it is easy to follow in grihasthashram, because when we serve the Lord, dovetail the whole family, like the whole family dovetails and keeps Lord Krishna as the center of the family, slowly those qualities start developing in them and they lose the attachment in the material world. And so, according to acharyas, once you serve the Guru and Gaurang, you rise to a high level. So, Priyavrat, here he is, King Priyavrat is trying to introspect. And see, introspection is the most important thing. I should cover this at last. That here he is trying to think very conscientiously whether taking the charge of the kingdom will divert him from his devotional service. But as we have reiterated again and again, that tesham satata yuktanam bhajitam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. Lord actually guides and gives yog buddhi, that prasad buddhi, in which surrendering unto the lotus feet of the Lord and Guru, a person gets that type of intellect where he can move forward in the service of the Lord. And he also provides opportunities. And then his promises, then he will remove all the darkness. The Lord removes all the darkness from the heart of a devotee. So Maharaj Priyavrat, he is he is at this moment trying to think very conscientiously whether he might be diverted from devotional service by accepting the responsibility of ruling over the world. And we will see in this chapter that it didn't happen like that, because it's Lord's promise. Once you do one little service, he will move towards you and you will get opportunities of doing more service to him. And same is with merciful Guru, who keeps on providing you the opportunities. So, Chhadiya Vaishnava Seva Nistara Paye Che Keba. Without serving the lotus feet of a pure Vaishnava or spiritual master, no one has ever attained perfect liberation from material bondage. So with this, I would like to just recite the shloka once more, although it is big, but like Sanskrit words, they go deep into our third sense and we won't even know what impact they are going to make. Yarhi vavaharajansa Rajaputraha Priyavratah Param Bhagavato Naradasya Charanopasevayanjasa Avagata Paramartha Sattvatvo Brahma Satrena Dikshyamanah Avanital Paripalanaya Matana मनात् प्रवर गुण गणे कांत भाजनतया स्वपित्रोपमन्त्रितो भगवती वासुदेव एवाव्यवधान समाधियोगेन समावेशित सकल कारक क्रियाकलापो नैवाभ्यानन्दान् यद्यपि तद् अप्रत्याम्नातव्यम् तदधिकरणात्मनोऽन्यस्माद् असतोऽपि पराभवम् अन्वीक्ष्यमाणः हरि ओम तत्सत् श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु शुभम भूयात्. So with this I give viram to the class. Today's shloka we served 5th canto chapter 1 shloka number 6. And thank you so much for your divine presence and association. I'm really thankful to all of you for being with me. Kindly guide me if I have made any mistakes, or if you have any comments, please share on this forum. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo.
Hare Krishna, Arundhati. Very beautiful class. You have covered so nicely. There is nothing else to add. I just say that if we serve the spiritual master, and then the Krishna is pleased. And serving spiritual master is following his instruction. I always mention that, and it's very important. All these verses are telling in the morning when it says Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasada. So that's what we have to do. If we really honestly follow the instruction of spiritual master, then Krishna is happy, because these Vaishnavas and spiritual masters, they carry Krishna in their hearts. They are Vaishnavas. So this is the actually gist of all this. Thank you very much for such a lovely class always, and beautiful voice and singing. Hare Krishna. Sorry I had to tell that not to recite, because it's such a long verse and everybody is not like I'm not qualified really to chant that verse so nicely, and you did it beautifully. Thank you very much again. Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila
Srila
Gurudev.
Gurudev. Yes, all
Hare
glories.
Krishna and Srila Prabhupada. Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Thanks for all your kind words and encouragement. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Speak up, Sherelle. Speak up.
Oh, I just said Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you, Arundhati Mataji. What a lovely class. That was just so transcendental, the whole thing. Nothing to add, just like Kadambini Mataji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandavat Pranams. So yasya prasadat bhagavad prasadam yasya prasadam yasya aprasadan nagati kutopi dhyayan suvanstasya yashastri sandhyam vande guru shri charanarvindam. So yasya aprasadan nagati kutopi. If Guru Maharaj is pleased, all the acharyas are pleased. We get the devotion, we get more ras and rati in chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna. If there are no further questions or comments, we can end this class here. And we will see. Please come tomorrow. We will serve next sloka. Hare Krishna.
Her Grace Arundhati Devidasi Ki.
Jai.
All glories to Vaishnava Acharyas, all Guru Srila Gurudev, all Guru Srila Prabhupada, Vancha Kalpatarubhyashte Kripa Sindhubhyai Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo
Namo Namaha.
all glories to the Ki
Jai.
Jai. All
Jai.
glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare